Autumn is the season of colors. Some people say it's the most beautiful time of the year. Where to go and which are the top 10 places to be visited during fall season here in Switzerland, I'll be showing you in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jemo. I'm a Swiss traveler showing you the world, Southeast Asia and also Switzerland. Now let's directly hop in with number 10, and that would be the beautiful lake called Blausee. Welcome to one of the most beautiful lakes of Switzerland. The Blausee has been fascinating tourists and locals due to its striking blue color. The lake is near Kandersteg and can be easily reached from Thun, Interlaken or other places in the Bernese Oberland. The lake is especially beautiful during autumn due to the stark contrast between the various shades of blue that nicely complement the orange. Although it is better to come here during summer due to the long daylight hours, it's still great to visit this lake even in autumn. However, bear in mind that the sun will disappear after 1 p.m, thus the best hours start during the late morning. Beautiful autumn colors will be only set in around mid-October and most of the leaves will be gone towards the end of the month. This, however, depends much on how dry or rainy the summer season has been. Number 9 is located in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, and that would be Les Brenets. I consider this place being the hidden gem on this top 10 list. I feel the Parc du Doubs is a very unique ecosystem. It's just really beautiful, kind of like ancient forest, and then this river which kind of happens to be like a lake, or I would even say like a fjord. It's just very different, but what's quite unique about it, kind of feels like you're being at the end of the world. It's really in the backyard of Neuchâtel, and thus this place is really going to be very little touristy. The highlight is of course to take the river cruise, which by the way only costs you 5 Swiss francs. And should you spend your night in the Canton of Neuchâtel, well then it's even free because you will get this booklet full of these vouchers, and there's even a voucher for this boat ride. So if you want to travel on a budget, definitely stay in the Canton of Neuchâtel. With getting this booklet, you really have a chance to save a lot of costs. And by the way, with this booklet, you can also use public transportation for free, at least for the number of days that you're staying in the Canton of Neuchâtel. Number 8 is located in the Canton of Vaud, and that would be the salt mine of Bay. Although autumn is all about Indian summer and the golden season, there will be also days on which the weather might be rainy. During such days, you better want to switch to indoor activities, of which the salt mine of Bay will surely be a highlight. It is around 30 minutes away from Montreux and is the largest salt mine in all of Switzerland. You will need to make reservations for visiting in order to have a place for the train that will take you to the heart of the mine. The tours will start sharply on the time you've booked, so make sure to not run late. During the tour, the guide will explain you how the salt mine has been created and how the working environment has been for the people back in these days. At the end of the tour, you can even purchase the salt being produced in Bay. We're now changing to the Canton of Ticino. Number 7 would be the Valle di Muggio. The Valle di Muggio, a valley that only little tourists know about. The valley is best known for its grass terraces, of which the people say it makes the valley look like Banaue in the Philippines. The Valle di Muggio is a very serene and quiet valley, thus great for people who prefer visiting places with little tourists. The main places to be visited would be the villages of Graubünden and Muggio. They are very small and little populated. There is also the Mulino di Bruzzella, a mill down in the canyon at where you can see people milling corn that later is used for making polenta. Number 6 is a place I'm very sure you know very well, and that would be the Valle Verzasca. The Valle Verzasca is beautiful during spring, summer and autumn. Autumn, however, starts quite early due to the valley only get a little sun during these months. Surely you will have to make a quick stop at Lavertezzo. You will see it will be much less crowded during these months, a very stark contrast to the increasing over-tourism during summer. Then head further up to Brione, make a quick stop along the river, and afterwards, at the upper end of the Valle Verzasca is this village called Sonogno. It's considered to be one of the most beautiful Swiss villages. From there, you can also head to the waterfall La Froda. We're now moving to the upper half of this top 10 list of the most beautiful places in Switzerland to be visited during autumn. Number 5 is the magical light of Palpuogna. This is one of my favorite secret lakes. The Lac da Palpuogna lays just next to the street up to the Albula Pass Road. You will have to come here either from the Upper Engadine or drive through Tiefenkastel in order to get there. From the parking lot, the lake is only 2 minutes away. During autumn, you will see the golden larches that nicely complement this lake. If you're even luckier, you might experience this lake during snowfall, which adds some beautiful early Christmas vibes to it. The parking is free, so is the visit to the lake. The golden colors of autumn should be setting in around 10th of October. Number 4 is a village, and that would be Romainmôtier. Welcome to this humble village in the Jura of the Canton of Vaud. Romainmôtier is one of the most serene villages you can visit in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. Although small and not as vibrant as nearby Lausanne, Romainmôtier is great for relaxation and going for walks. There's also a yearly festival called Les Sonailles, where they have a traditional Swiss market and where they display various cowbells that are even for sale. There will be men in traditional dress who will march with these massive cowbells that can weigh up to 20 kilos. Besides this beautiful autumn festival, do not forget to go for a walk to explore the nature nearby. Within a 5 minutes radius, you may park your car to visit this lovely waterfall called Cascade du Dard. In general, this hidden gem will not be visited by many, certainly not during autumn season and during the week. Otherwise, only 15 minutes away would be the Tine de Conflens, beautiful canyon with a small waterfall. Certainly lovely for experiencing Indian summer in this colorful forest. And now moving up to the podium of the top 10 places to be visited in Switzerland during fall, number 3 would be the Fafleralp. We're heading to the mystical Lötschental, but this time I'll be showing you a very different side in there. From my earlier videos, you might be familiar with Blatten, one of the most beautiful Swiss villages. Drive all the way up to Blatten, but then continue to follow the road to head up even further, all the way to Fafleralp. Once you arrive in there, you will have to park your car and then go for a hike. No worries, this is really one of the easiest hikes you could do in all of Switzerland, even perfect to do with small kids. The hike takes around 15 minutes, it ascends only by 70 meters, and then you'll finally reach at the Grundsee. I brought my friend Ryan Shirley, a great YouTuber from the US, meanwhile also a good friend I've collaborated with for a couple of times. He really had a great time up at the Grundsee, seeing the many golden larches and just enjoying the solitude. I left a link to his channel in the descriptions for you to check out after watching this video. also take some time to explore the village of Blatten after your visit to the Fafleralp. You'll see many of these scary masks, might feel a little bit creepy, but the locals, they actually believe that they keep the bad ghosts out of their houses. There's even a big cultural event on a yearly basis. Make sure to check out my older Lötschental video. Number 2 is UNESCO World Heritage in Switzerland, and that would be the magical Lavaux. Definitely one of the most beautiful autumn experiences you can get at the Lavaux Swiss Wine Terraces. The Lavaux are located at the northern shore of Lake Geneva, in French Lac Léman, and stretch over kilometers. There are many villages to be visited, such as Saint-Saphorin, Epesses and Rivaz. These villages are known for their wines they are producing. In general, the entire region is nationwide admired for it. There are even wine festivals that are being celebrated. One of them is in Lutry, which is very close to the city of Lausanne. You'll be able to try many wines and also witness a beautiful parade with Alphorn groups, traditional dances and a lot more. There will be also a big market and many stalls with food. This festival takes place on a yearly basis during the second half of September. When you're visiting the Lavaux, you surely shall go for a walk among the vineyards. The access is free and you can take many photos. Just bear in mind that you shall only walk on the marked trails. I personally most enjoyed walking among the wine terraces at Epesses and even more in Rivaz. When coming to the Lavaux, you may also consider a visit to the castle of Chillon, which is one of the most photographed subjects of Switzerland. Not forget to stay for a sunset, especially during October-November. The sunset will beautifully add up to the striking golden colors of the vineyards. Witnessing this fantastic sunset during November 21 in Rivaz was definitely one of the most beautiful I've ever seen in Switzerland. Before I'm going to reveal you the number 1 most beautiful place to visit in Switzerland during this season, here are a few top honorable mentions. The Lac Souterrain of Saint-Léonard, the village of Wengen, the Lac Bleu, the Goms Bridge, La Sage, the Lake of Saoseo and the Landwasser Viaduct. And now I'm going to present to you the most beautiful place to visit in Switzerland during fall season. Number 1 would be the very beautiful Lake of Saoseo. This is no doubt the most beautiful place to visit in Switzerland during autumn. Lake Saoseo got it all. A striking blue color, plenty of golden larches, complemented by green spruces and the snow mountains. Lago di Saoseo is a true gem of nature at where you certainly can take plenty of beautiful photos. Now, what is very important to mention here, the colors keep changing with the light. I came here during 3 days and I personally preferred it most during the later afternoon up from 4 p.m. The colors will be then very strong, giving you the most beautiful impression of the day. There are however downsides when visiting this lake during this time. There will be usually a lot of people, meanwhile this lake is no longer that much of a hidden gem. And second, the later it gets, the more background light you will get, which is why you won't be able to take great pictures anymore from the eastern side. In order to visit, you need to arrive here by car or by bus and get out at Sfazu, that is just on having passed Bernina and halfway reaching to Poschiavo. You'll have to hike up for about 2 hours. The first part is steep, but then it gets easier. Take the right path in here to immerse yourself more into nature. It's really worth it. Alternatively, you may come up here by Postauto, but that you have to reserve online and places are limited. Now only departs twice a day to reduce the number of tourists. Please do respect the no drive sign on the way up. Reaching Lago di Saoseo by car is forbidden, and the parkings up there are only reserved for hotel guests. All in all, a fantastic lake, probably the most colorful place to be visited during fall season in Switzerland. So many great places to be visited. Now if you want to know the top 10 winter places of Switzerland, then I'm going to see in this video. Otherwise, if you're more interested in Christmas markets, then let's meet over there.